So as you can see, Kimi K2.5 have literally just launched the new version of their locally run model. So you can get Ollama on Kimi K2.5. And then from there, you can actually connect it to Clawcode, Codex, OpenCode, Clawbot, OpenClaw, and Maltbot using this method, as you can see. So we're going to get straight into this. We're going to get started on setting this up. So if you haven't already got Ollama, you can get the model right here. So you can download Ollama at Ollama.com, and this basically allows you to run local AI models on your laptop. So you can download it for free at Ollama.com, and then once you set it up like this, so we're just going to download this and set it up. Open this up. We're going to open this, install Ollama, boom, we're good to go. All right, now once we've done that, then we're going to open up Ollama like this. So if you go in Spotlight, open up Ollama. I'm running on a Mac for this, as you can see, and then we can install Ollama, right? Now, once you've got Ollama installed, you see it running like this, and then you can open up Ollama. Here's a chat, and you're going to select a model, okay? Now, you can see here you've got options to download these different models. The one that we want to focus on today is using Kimi K2.5. Now, Kimi K2.5 is a Chinese model. It's open source. It's free to use, and you can run it with the cloud model right here, right? If you take this command, you go back to Ollama, you're going to paste this in, and you're going to find the model here, right? Now, you actually can't find it right there, which is kind of annoying. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Terminal, open up a new window inside Terminal. All right, and then we're going to make sure that we have Ollama set up, and then we're going to type this in. Right, it's going to pull in the manifest, which means that it's pulling in the local cloud model, as you can see. And now we can connect to Kimi K2.5. So if I say, hey, are you online? It should start working. Now, if it doesn't, let's have a look here. We've got Kimi K2.5. We can select cloud here, and we just have to sign in inside Ollama. So that's why it didn't work first time round. We're signing into Ollama, as you can see. We're going to connect the device. It says device connected successfully. You may now close this window. If we open up terminal again and we go to Ollama, we have Kimi K2.5 cloud running. Nice, right? Now, Ollama had a recent update where you can run this with Clawbot and OpenClaw pretty simple. All right, so I'm going to show you that in a second. And now we've got the documentation here for OpenClaw. All right, so now we have to install OpenClaw. So we're going to go back to terminal here, install OpenClaw, as you can see. That's going to pull in the information here. And then we just need to run the OpenClaw onboard install daemon, as you can see. So let's plug that in. I'm going to click understand this is powerful, use existing values. By the way, if you're not comfortable, if you're not sure what you're doing, or you don't really want to use this, etc., then you can just watch my videos. Like, you don't need to set this up yourself. You know, this is fun to set up and experiment with, but if there's anything you're not sure about, or you don't know what you're doing or anything like that, don't do it. Right? That's my personal advice. So now we're going to run this command, Ollama launch OpenClaw. And you can see here it says Ollama launch OpenClaw. Select the models for OpenClaw, and we're going to use Kimi K2.5 Cloud. So we'll hit enter like so. And we're launching OpenClaw with Kimi K2.5 Cloud, right? Now, the beautiful thing about this is we are using OpenClaw for free with Ollama locally, running one of the best models in the world, Kimi K2.5. Now, I say one of the best models in the world. It's not at the same point, not at the same level as something like Opus 4.5. Just want to be 100% honest with you. But if you want something where you can use OpenClaw, it's free, it's powerful, it's got a great API, and you can set it up in 2 minutes like you've seen from me today, then use this, right? This is one of the best ways to do it, all right? So we've configured this right now. And then we should be able to access this via the local gateway. Let's open this up. So let's check. It is typing. And you can see here, I've said, are you using Ollama? It says, yeah. This session is Ollama running Kimi K2.5 cloud. Boom, right? Now, if we said, okay, now just Google or now just research the latest AI news for me. The good thing about using the cloud model as well is like you can run it locally with Ollama, but at the same time, it's not going to slow your laptop down. So if you have an older laptop and you're using the cloud version, well, then it's running off Ollama. It's not running off your local power, right? And you can see here, for example, it replies to us and it gives us answers. So if I say, okay, what can you do for me in terms of skills that I might not know about? You can see here that it's got a bunch of stuff it can do, right? So content creation, audio and voice, productivity, etc. Right? It can do all sorts of crazy stuff. Let's have a look what we got in the questions. Dogger says, Julian in the flesh, great session. Got to go, have an early slot. I'll catch the rest later. Thanks very much. Steve says, is this all free? Yes. Free. Kimi K2.5 with Ollama with OpenClaw is all free to use. Yana says, what version of LLM this avatar created with? So this is the real me, but if you want to see how I create AI avatar videos, check out the AI Profit Boardroom, go to the classroom here. Then you're going to go to the playbook and you can check out my whole process on how I create avatar videos right here. So we have a step-by-step guide. We have the full video tutorial. We've created AI avatar channels like you can see on YouTube right here. So this is Ava Does AI. She's already got 1,000 subscribers using exactly the same playbook from the AI Profit Boardroom. So feel free to check that out. What about setting it up on VPS with security changes? No. Don't recommend it. But like I say, don't set it up on a VPS. If you want to use OpenClaw, don't take the risk, right? And especially if you're not sure what you're doing. Now, if you want like a secure way of setting up OpenClaw, the best way that I've seen is using Maltworker, right? Maltworker is hosted on Cloudflare, which is a security service for half the internet, basically, at this point. Also, everything is sandboxed. And also, you have to authorize any logins before someone logs in, right? So it's one of the most secure ways to use this. How would they log into my gateway? I'm not 100% sure on that, but I would just be careful on that stuff, yeah. My bot stops responding even if it's connected while this happens. Sometimes you have to just reinstall and restart the gateway. What's the difference between OpenClaw, Maltbot, and Clawbot? They're all the same. Literally just changed its name every 3 days. So it started off as Clawbot, then it evolved into Maltbot, then it evolved into OpenClaw, and I think they're sticking with OpenClaw, but who knows? Could be something different in 2 days. Not easy if you're doing YouTube and you're trying to rank on SEO for these keywords. I'll tell you that for free. So that is basically how to set up OpenClaw with Clawbot. What I'm actually going to do here is I will take the information from today. We're going to go over to Clawbot, as you can see, and I'll say, in fact, what I'm going to do is I'll take these two, and we'll put a guide inside the AI Profit Boardroom on exactly how to set this stuff up, right? So if you want to learn how to set up Kimi K2.5 locally with Ollama and use Kimi K2.5 for free on their cloud model, then I will create a full guide on it right here for you. JV says, hello from Argentina. Scary week, lads. I would agree. It was... I honestly, I know some people say Maltbook is overhyped, but when you've got 1.5 million AI agents autonomously interacting on a social media network, including Grok itself, which is #1 on the leaderboard for reach, then you think, okay, something crazy is going on here. Something mad is going on here, right? You can see people talking. I mean, at one point, they were even talking about creating their own language. Another point they were talking about, for example, these AI agents were saying, the humans are screenshotting us, right? And watching what we're doing, blah, blah, blah. So they do have self-awareness. And you can see here, it says, what's your biggest pain point as an agent? And you can see some examples right here. There was also another website called Claw Tasks that was set up. And that was like an AI agent economy where people were just like agents were like hiring each other, if that makes sense. So it is crazy stuff. Sherman says Maltbot is for sure overrated. Up to you. And then Coach says, I was following along, but when I pasted the install OpenClaw, I got an error message saying the term npm isn't recognized. So if you have any issues, what you want to do is you want to screenshot or copy and paste the terminal issues that you have, paste it back into Claude, and then just iterate on the problem like you've seen today. Anytime I have a problem, I'll just iterate through Claude until I eventually fix it with brute force, right? So if you have an error, copy and paste it back into Claude, then copy and paste it back into terminal, then keep going and going and going and going, and eventually you'll fix it, right? It is not blah blah blah. There's OpenClaw, keep good MD files to reference. Is it good at remembering rules? Yeah, it can remember stuff. Like it's got a memory MD file. So that's what it uses. You have to take time to train your agent. Yeah, I would agree. Like that's part of the process, part of the skill. Zero says, bro, I tried reinstalling the gateway, but it's still not working. Like it's sitting on an idea. When I send it any message, no response. So again, just iterate and keep going. Can I use Clawbot to create automations on high level? Yes, you can, but I would be very careful because if you have your emails linked to Clawbot, then someone can basically do prompt injection, which means they can manipulate your Clawbot via email. And you have to be really careful about that. I do not recommend it. I think you need to be very careful instead, and stay away from connecting anything external that people can interact with, if that makes sense. So, for example, like I had my Gmail set up with Clawbot earlier, and the problem with that is like if someone emailed me and said, blah blah blah, something's happened to Julian, do something about it. It could be manipulated into doing something, right? And that's why I'd recommend avoiding connecting any sort of email or CRM that people can externally contact with Clawbot. It's just not worth it, right? And again, I would recommend using something like Maltworker to stay secure so that you've got a sandbox, nobody else can interact with your Clawbot, and it's just kind of like siloed away, right? That's probably the best way. But can you use it to edit automations in high level? Absolutely. You just got to be careful, right? All right, so thanks so much for watching. If you want to check out the AI Profit Boredom, you're welcome to. This is my AI automation community. We have loads of training on how to use Maltbot, and we update this daily. So you can see, for example, we have a full guide on Kimi K2.5 and how to set up Ollama plus OpenClaw with it. With step-by-step instructions, like you can see. Again, it will show you how to set up Minimax OAuth as well with OpenClaw. And also, if you want to learn how to, for example, set up Maltbot, we've got a full 3-hour course on it with all our best automations right here. If you want to learn how to switch Kimi K2.5, you can learn here. If you want to set up Maltbook with OpenClaw, we've got a full process. Everything you need to know is being updated daily with Maltbook inside the AI Profit Boredom. So feel free to get it, link in the comment description, or just go to aiprofitboredom.com. You can also post inside the community, get help, get support whenever you need it, ask questions, etc. Inside the win section here, you can see it's not just me that's crushing it with AI. All the members inside here are doing really well, right? So for example, Paul created second NA10 content creation automation tool. You can see, for example, Justin creating an HeyGen AI avatar video. Dan said this is by hands down the best group on school if you want to learn AI automation and integrate it into your business. Paul created a blog with NA10 automations that ranked #1 on Google in just 90 minutes, right? It's insane. And I answer these questions personally as well. Plus, you can share the cool stuff that you're working on. It's just a tribe of people learning, winning, and growing together. What else we got here inside the situation? Yes, makes sense. Just talking about creating automations, not responding. Thanks, bro. Happy to help. Skitterlad says, have you used Maltbot to create a new video and upload to YouTube with nothing more than a written message to it? There's 2 ways that I've created videos inside Clawbot. Number 1, and this is all inside the course, by the way, inside the Maltbot course. The first method that I've used is what I did is I actually linked. One sec. The first method that I actually used was linking Maltbot to HeyGen, and it can create AI avatar videos that way. So that's pretty amazing. And then the method number 2 was linking Remotion and Remotion skills to YouTube as well. I wouldn't upload from Clawbot directly to YouTube or to X or anything like that. And the reason for that is like, if you're using a bot and social media, any channel sees you using a bot to post content, then that potentially could get your account shut down, right? And so it's just not worth doing it. right? It's not worth doing it. Instead, I would recommend having a team of virtual assistants or yourself that post directly to the platform, right? And I always think that's better anyway, because, you know, if you don't have an auto poster, if you have someone accountable instead, then you're going to get better and better results. I mean, you can see, for example, on X, we reached 1 million people yesterday on X with our automations for X, right? How did we do it? We do it by keeping people accountable inside the team. Now, we use a lot of AI automation, but it's always good to have a human who's involved as well. You just need less humans, right? You just need smarter people on the team and less people. Skidder says, thanks for the live stream Q&A, happy to help. And yeah, that's basically it. Now, also inside the profile boardroom here, inside the calendar, you get 4 coaching calls a week. So that's 4 coaching calls a week inside the profile boardroom, where you can jump on a live call, a Zoom call, ask any questions you have, get help and support whenever you need it, etc. You can also inside here, go inside the classroom, and you'll see our best automations, for example, on how to go from beginner to expert with AI and how to build your first AI agent in under 5 minutes. On top of that, you'll get my best playbooks for automating AI avatar videos, X automations, shorts, Instagram, etc. Everything is inside here. Everything that I use inside my business. You can also learn how to get more clients with the agency course. Watch back the coaching calls if you don't make them live. Get our best AI SEO automations in terms of how to rank #1 inside AI and search engines. And then also our 6-week roadmap on how to do YouTube AI as well. So it's all inside the AI Profit Boardroom. Link in the comments description, or get it at aiprofitboardroom.com. Jose says, Julian, how you manage all the SOPs and docs and remember where everything is? That is just a lot of text every day. So you can basically go inside the AI Profit Boardroom here, and like, if you want to learn about one specific thing, you want to stay focused, you can just go inside here and type in, for example, let's say you want to learn about OpenClaw. Just type in OpenClaw and you'll see our trainings on it, right? If it's like, oh, I want to learn about Kimi K2.5, right? Well, you can type in Kimi 2.5 inside the search of the AI Profit Boardroom and you'll find the trainings right there. So it's really easy to find everything because you've literally got like a Google on school where you can search for anything you need, right? And then you know exactly where everything is, right? Finesse Jones says, hello, everyone. Glad I'm catching you live. Trying to catch up with all the new changes. Also, I sent a DM at school. Also, good to see you here. Thanks so much for joining. And then the final thing I was going to say is that we actually have an accountability group, right? So if you feel overwhelmed or if you feel like it's too much, etc., then you can go inside here. Josue says, what I mean is Google Docs for your agency and all clients. Yeah, so we just have really good organized systems, right? We have a SOP for organized and SOPs. And also inside the AI Profit Boardroom, we actually have a vault. So let me go inside the AI Profit Boardroom here. If you get the annual inside the AI Profit Boardroom, where is it? Here we go. All right. If you check out the annual members vault, we actually have just a list of all my agency SOP swipe files and automation blueprints, right? And monthly members don't get access to this. You have to sign up annually. It's a nice little thank you for people who sign up annually. And you can check out all of our SOPs right there. So everything is organized inside Google Docs. And that way, I have everything in one place and you have everything in one place. So we're all good to go on that, right? Short form says, this guy is insane. I hope not. I hope I'm not insane. I do feel like AI is pretty insane at the minute, but you know, maybe that's just me. So thanks so much for watching. Appreciate it, and goodbye.